He just asked me how I'm doing and stuff like that.
According to a criminal complaint, the boy originally told police he accidentally shot his mom when he was twirling the gun, but the next day, the family called police with serious concerns. They say the boy told his aunt he was actually aiming the gun at his mother. According to detectives, the boy said he got the gun because he was mad at his mom for waking him up at 6 in the morning and that she would not allow him to order a virtual reality headset from Amazon. Police say the boy told them he got the gun by taking his mom's keys to the gun safe. He says he took up a shooting stance and that he wanted to shoot the wall to scare her, but she walked in front of him. Family told the police the boy had, quote, rage issues all his life, and at 4 years old picked up a puppy by its tail and swung it around until it whined in pain. The criminal complaint states that 6 months ago, the 10-year-old filled a balloon with flammable liquid and set it on fire, which caused a sectional and carpet in their home to catch fire. A sibling told police the 10-year-old was meeting with a therapist who gave him a concerning diagnosis that led his mother to place cameras inside their home. The cameras were unplugged 2 weeks ago. A family member told police, quote, they felt bad for not stepping in earlier because they knew that eventually something bad was going to happen. This morning, we asked Mayor Cavalier Johnson about the charges the 10-year-old is facing.
Anytime there's violence that happens in Milwaukee, whether it's committed by somebody who's 10 years old or much older than that, that gives me pause. I don't want to see anybody hurt or lose their lives in the city. In this particular case, I don't have the details just yet.
All right, so I want to start off by saying what Twani said in the comments. She said you shouldn't have access to a gun. And that's 100% correct.
He had? Did he have access to a gun?
He went and got his mom's key.
He had the key.
Okay.
But if you have a gun or a firearm in your home, fuck that. Because I know for a fact my child is not going to kill me. Because I taught my kids right from wrong. And if I knew they even had a chance to harm me, they not being nowhere near. Matter of fact, if you had a chance to harm me, you ain't living with me. Goddamn, your ass is in the system.
Right.
So let's just start by that. Mental illness is real. Mm-hmm. And people that they said earlier in his life, he always like had some weird shit going on, like torturing dogs and shit like that.
But how early? And he's 10.
She said when he was 4 years old.
Right.
He grabbed the cat. Was it a puppy?
Twirled it around, to the right. But they said all his life he's 10 when conceptually society say that people that's 20 don't know anything.
Yolanda said let's not play this race shit. I don't think it got nothing to do with race.
Why we say race?
I didn't say nothing about being black.
Oh, hold on. Let's what she said.
No, she said let's not.
House, lock the doors or nothing. I mean, if you put the gun in the safe and you got keys, it's locked away.
Well, I don't know, bro. I got a different opinion. I just feel like you shouldn't be around a child that you feel like would harm you. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to be state assistance or state assisted living, which there are programs like that. If your child was capable of harming somebody, let alone have access to a deadly weapon. You feel what I'm saying? That shit's a little weird to me for a child to want to kill his mother. If he does that, he's threatened her before. She said he threatened to kill her before or something like that.
Right. So you saying they should have a place for these kids because there's going to be millions of them. It's not just going to be one. This ain't no flash in the pan. Some strange incident that happened with a weird 10-year-old. No, they will have to have something sort of like a penitentiary because it's going to be filled
with kids that are
with kids. No, kids that people will consider normal. Considered normal. That walks around, say shit, make statements, killed.
So what do you think about this situation in particular?
This situation in particular, I just feel like that the kid obviously was a killer. It had nothing to do with the game, mental illness.
All right,
some people do shit, and so that's just the way that it works. A person that say he is whatever they saying and the excuses and the reasons, this shit will start out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get keys. You know what I'm saying? You're taking the keys. You're going to all of this shit. The virtual game is what he used to do something that he's been thinking about and planning on doing for God knows how long. And so,
Are you justifying his actions?
are you negating them?
Yes.
What if she fucked him? Parents have fucked their kids. You don't know what happened or what went on between the mom and the son. Not saying that I'm justifying anything.
That's a fact.
So I'm just saying that how can it's going to happen? So
Over a video game, though, Lena, can we still put it in perspective?
We saying the video game.
That's what the
But
kids say.
the video game don't make you plot on getting keys. Because he been thinking about them keys before the video game.
Yeah.
Let my guy. Because the keys, he been plotting on the keys.
What's your opinion?
I'm looking at it all differently. It's a sad situation, bro.
Yeah,
Facts. It's just a 4-year-old. No, he wasn't 4 at the time. How old was he when this happened?
He was 10. He was 10.
Okay, 6 years later after this. I mean, he's right. You don't know what it could, but some kids you can just talk to them and they get mad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Take it there.
Right.
So just imagine. But
any child that can't take any type of criticism
is dangerous.
it's the way they were brought up.
Fact.
And I literally had a situation happen with me once with my girlfriend and her child, and I was just like, you got to nip that shit in the bud now, because if you don't, it only gets worse. It doesn't get better. Once you let a kid get away with something. Listen, my daughter said today at the UPS store, she said, I just want to, oh shit. But she said, shoot. And I said, what the fuck you, like, I'm always on her, and I'm keen on respect. Mm-hmm. And I don't want.
To the point that you'll disrespect?
Yeah.
Well, then you ain't on respect. Because if you don't respect,
I feel like I'm her elder. I'm her elder.
Don't matter.
I'm her elder.
That
I don't have to give her.
green
Listen,
light.
I'm gonna tell you like Denzel Washington said on that one movie. He said, "What gives you the right to think that I got to like you? You got a roof over your head?
You talking about
foot? Yeah. When he said that was very. It was real. It was very real.
But
was that
you
disrespectful? Was what he said disrespectful on the film?
No, hell no.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but I was just about to piggyback off.
Okay, go ahead.
The way he putting it, you don't know their relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I could talk to you a certain way, you know I take care of you. You know I know you got unconditional love for me. You know I got unconditional love
Facts.
for you.
Right.
I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you.
Facts.
As long as I'm breathing on earth.
Right.
My job is to protect you and provide, and that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do that.
Right.
And you should know this.
Mm-hmm.
The moment if I gave you a reason to think otherwise at any time and never came and corrected it, that's on me.
I appreciate you for that, King.
Yeah,
that's deep what he said. That's really what I'm saying. But you being the antagonizer that you are.
Because listen.
No, he bring it down.
So I'm saying me because I see it a lot of times. That's the same way. For example, if I'm in my room and my son is in his room, you know what I'm saying, and he's talking to his friend, and he'd be like, "Oh man, fuck that nigga." I'm not one of the parents on me. Oh. No, because it's not intentional. You know what I'm saying? Why would I bring?
And you know that.
And I know it's not intentional. You know what I'm saying?
So they don't do it in your
They're
face.
the same wavelength.
Listen, it depends on even that same way. Like, me and my mom was watching Raw Deal with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? And so they fighting. I get excited. I'm like, kick that motherfucker ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 6, 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? My mom started laughing because it wasn't.
What you guys go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there, and also check out our Instagram and make sure you follow us there, man. We'll give a follow back for sure. Holla at us. Alright guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there, and also